allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. 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 It's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. Allegedly. Allegedly.
Bitch, one of you was flat. Flatter than a pancake. Well, we have to have an honest and real discussion about who is the worst liar on their franchise this season. We have Mia, where we truly don't know what is the truth. We have Brynn, where we truly don't know what is the truth. Why is this beige brigade so unfamiliar with honesty? I will let the court of public opinion decide that. I myself shall not speculate. I have my assumptions and my theories, but I'm going to keep that to myself. But the fecality, if that is a word, the fecality of their behavior threatens to soil the Housewives franchise itself. Hello, Joel. Hello, Sweet Pea. I want everybody get down in the comments and tell me your thoughts, because I really want to know from each and every one of you who is the worst liar. Now, Brynn tried to destroy Uba. Mia tried to destroy Ink. However, you know what? Point to Mia, because I think Gordon was in on it. I have a question, a real question. Do we think that Mia and Brynn have the same pathological lie affliction? Or do we think that Brynn is mentally ill and Mia is just a love and hip hop producer working for Bravo? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thought. Oh my God. Daryl Peak said Brynn and Mia are the wicked mulatto witches of the East Coast. I mean, I don't think Mia's mulatto, but you know, she's still high yellow. Or, you know, or brunty beige. I'll call her brunty beige. My God, today. Sweet Pea agrees with Daryl. Thomas said Brynn has a personality disorder. Brynn has narcissistic personality order, and Mia is stuck in survival mode. But now my second question, both, seriously, both. Brynn is jealous of Uba. I will also say, like, I can definitely say Uba, there's no need to attack a woman saying you slept with somebody to get this job. And again, I want to know what sissy Brynn was pegging to get on Housewives of New York. Because I have yet, oh shit, that's probably, hold on, that might be Amazon trying to get me my groceries. I hope somebody else call. Coming. Hold on. Call again. Okay, great. Hey, can you call the call box again? I just saw it on my phone. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. There we go. I forgot what I ordered. It's probably just dog food. All that drama for dog food. But I will say, but I'm sorry. Gordon, I think, knew with Mia. I don't even think there was any hiccup with their money from the joint chiropractic. I think, well, I mean, how much were they really pulling in from the joint? I really, with Mia, like with Brynn, we know some bad things happened, and this is a result of bad things happening. And that makes it tragic. And that is, there's a level of pity that we all have for Brynn, a bit of pity. But Mia, I can't feel sorry for her. I can't feel sorry for her in my Dionne Warwick got to be real voice. I can't feel sorry for her. I feel like she knew and them babies knew. Them babies knew. And that's fine. I mean, look, if everybody's getting paid off of it, you know, it's better than them kids being homeless. Shoot, they learning how to earn, they keep early. We always talk about teaching kids responsibility. This will definitely teach them some responsibility. Oh God, this coffee is so good. It's like crack. Brynn will go back to bullying Jessel next season if she returns. Jessel, I love Jessel's response to like people trying to get at her and that marriage. Oh my God. And then we found out that Jessel, apparently the love of her life, was not a black man that her family chased off. It's Dory ass Pavitt. It's Dory ass Pavitt. Could I have somebody with that face as the love of my life? I pray to God, no. I pray to God, no. I pray that that is not the condition that I get to meet the love of my life, that they're ugly. Ooh, I feel bad for Jessel. Jessel didn't deserve that face. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but God, just the long, it don't work for me, but I guess it worked for her. But I try to have any ounce, any kernel, any nugget, any seedling, any sperm, any organ, any cell, any atom, any proton, neutron, or electron of a motion of truth for Mia. Nothing. Absolutely 100% nothing. I really think everything Mia and Gordon came on here with was a lie. I feel like lottie dottie, everybody. I think every word, every effing word out of Mia's mouth is a lie. I mean, the whole plot line. I swear, if we Scooby-Dooed her life, where we pulled off the mask and we found out that Gordon was a white man, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I would, if you pulled the mask off of Gordon and he was a 5-foot white man, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I would not be a bit surprised. That's how much Mia lies. Where I'm like, I don't even think Gordon's Gordon. If you told me those kids were little people rather than children, I'd believe you. I would believe you. If you told me them kids had that disease where you never grew up and they were posing as children, I would believe you. I can't believe anything that Mia says. If somebody pulled the mask off of Mia and she was just a horse, I would believe it. Like on some Family Guy shit, I would fucking believe it. Let's check the comments. I'm dying. Poor Pavitt. I mean, I said I'm sure he's a good man. Bad face, good man. Daryl has no sympathy for Mia or for her mentally challenged chrome of a friend. Oh. Mentally challenged. I don't think I'm not going to make fun of anybody that I think is mentally challenged. I just think Jacqueline makes poor choices continuously. I think Jacqueline has a commitment to poor choices, like I have a commitment to YouTube. Like I have a commitment to YouTube. I think Jacqueline likes to make a poor choice every day. I think she strives to make several poor choices per day. I think she can't rest until she's thinking about poor choices she will make tomorrow. Excuse me. She was sent here by God to show us what happens when you don't pick yourself up and do better. She was sent here by our Lord to remind us that of what we aren't, to remind us that we are blessed. Some people exist as an example of what not to be and how not to live. And I believe that is Jacqueline's walk in this life, is to show us to be a living example of this is what not to do and how not to be. She is showing us every day, this is what happens when you never get up under your best friend's wing in high school. And, this is what happens when you hang out with the dropout crew in college. This is what becomes of your life after you drop out of college. Because that's where her and Mia met. And and Jacqueline stayed under Mia's wing like birds of a feather. Like birds of a feather, they flock together. They are here showing us, hey, this is what happened to the dropouts. This is what happened to the girls that, whatever happened, this is whatever happened. You know what? This has gone from Real Housewives of Potomac to whatever happened to Floozy. That's what this is. Whatever happened to Floozy? Whatever happened to her? That's what they should call the adventures of Mia and Jacqueline. Whatever happened to Floozy? Because for Jacqueline to fondly reminisce about days gone by when she used to get that leg up for a man she says is not her type, where she would let them watch her get her leg up, and then she'd watch Mia also get. Understand being sexually free and explorative at that age. What's going on now? See, what happened now is you're grown floozies, old birds. You're no longer chicks, you're hens. You're hens. Hens that need a roasting. And that's why I'm here. Let's check the comments. I need Bianca Del Rio to yell at Mia and Jacqueline, beauty fades, dumb is forever. Jacqueline's poor brain has been scrambled from a 20-year friendship with Mia. Up is down and right is left. I think Jacqueline tries too hard to be the Marlo of Potomac, except Marlo is only entertaining but honest. She's just a cheap hoe. A cheap hole. Jacqueline got more airtime than Jazzy. What happened to Jazzy? Um, that's a great question. You know, I guess she was forgettable. I mean, even when she tried to bring that, oh, my husband cheated to light, like, okay, you know what? That's a Basketball Wives plot line. You needed to be on Basketball Wives with this bullshit, not Potomac. They need to bring back Candace next season. I'm unsure. I'm unsure. I will say, whose lies are more damaging to the show? Now, you have someone trying to destroy someone, which is damaging to the show. Ooh. And here's a little more hot tea tidbit. So the girl that was supposed to be on the show, but is no longer on the show, said Brynn set her up and she never said anything that was racial. And it was Brynn lying. And now that we see Brynn will lie and we've established her pattern and she will try to destroy someone, everyone's looking at this like, oh, well, maybe, I mean, they have lies. So I guess Brynn has the most destructive lies. But I will also say Mia's are damn near just as destructive. And here's why, in my eye. Once we have people really getting away with coming on the show and completely and utterly fabricating their storyline from, boyfriends to children's paternity, rewriting Antigone, people aren't going to tune in because we don't know what is live and what is Memorex. And if people don't believe, they will also not tune in. We won't tune in for darkness, but we also won't tune in for unbelievability. So I guess it is Scylla and Charybdis. Or Charybdis. I always mispronounce my Greek people or my Roman. No, those are Greek. Those are Greek tragedy people. Like Antigone, that's where I got that from. I would say if I was going to do a Greek tragedy, I would be Cassandra. Should I do a dramatic reading of the Greek tragedies? Should I? That might be fun. That might be a fun spring project. You want to see Candace happy and secure in motherhood before she comes back. I imagine she is. She had that baby, but 6 months ago now. Brynn has more insidious lies. Salt Lake, Orange County, and Miami are the best right now. Y'all want me to read the Greek tragedy? I might pick it a Greek tragedy because that's something that's in the public domain, so I can't get sued for doing it. Because I'm always on my copyright, and I don't do shit free. Bose is killing it on Housewives of Beverly Hills. I agree. I 150% agree. What will happen to Mia's face if she got punched in it because of all those fillers? I imagine the silicone would act as an absorption factor. Like rather than just hitting plain flesh, you're also hitting silicone. That's going to stop the punch. That's going to slow down the force as the force travels through the body. Like the force will echo through the chamber of a sinus, but it'll travel slowly through silicone, like a bullet through fat. It'll slow it down, like a bullet through fat. Bose has been a delightful addition. I think that Beverly Hills is honestly giving with no complaints this season. Well, I will see y'all soon for Traders, but thank you so much for joining me. Does anyone have any more comments? Hold on, I will wait. We got 80 people in the room. I want to get all the comments out on whose lies were worse or who is the most trifling. We have Brynn, who's weaponizing SA, but we have Mia, who's weaponizing mental illness. Mental illness. You played in our face with Gordon's diagno-no, and that is a no-no. I mean, you could have called him a pre-diabetic failure, like I did with Ray J last night, but oh no, not you. You always want to fall back on he's having an episode, an episode, an episode. You're lying to be on this episode. How about that? How about that? How about Mia's episodic lying? Because you've been episodically lying. Let's talk about your lie episode. When you gonna have an episode of the truth? Or the mother effing truth? When you gonna have a truth episode, Mia? You want to talk about his episodes? I want to talk about yours. Lying all like hell. I believe we're going to be rolling our eyes at the reunion while Mia and Jacqueline try to explain away their bad behavior. Look up Jigsaw from JoJo's Cabaret. That's what happens when you get punched with fillers. Brynn is so much worse. So many housewives lie about health issues. It's kind of standard at this point. Brynn could have come on here and talked about struggling with narcissistic personality disorder. Brynn could have come on and said, I ain't shit. And that's why I'm 37 and single. I ain't shit. I mean, an honest, self-aware ascertainment. That would have been fine to finally have a housewife that just says, I lie a lot. You can't really believe me. Like, you could have come on and just been yourself. Your hazelnut spread self. Me and Jacqueline will try to show out at the season finale in the last 5 minutes and carry some To Be Tyler Perry new revelation of a secret baby in Detroit by a shadowy baby daddy. I absolutely believe. I think that they would hire someone that wishes they could write with Tyler Perry. And you need to have someone that delusional to write for a pathological liar so strong in her lies, like Mia Thornton, if that's her real name. I bet you her real name is Esmeralda Stevens. That's how much she lies. That's how much she lies. Esmeralda Steve. You know what? Mia lied so much, I bet you she's where in the world is Carmen Sandiego. Mia lies so much, I bet you she forgets who she is. Like Ray. Like Ray. But then Brynn tells the lies of a lowlife. Brynn likes to cut the rug with Karens. Brynn is a disappointment and someone to be pitied. And perhaps someone who cannot be helped. And that, I guess, makes her what she's always yearned to be. The tragic mulatto. Because that is the role that you have continued to play on Housewives whenever something goes wrong. Oh, I'm a Black woman in distress. Can a Black woman? I mean, these are your words, Heifer. Your words. So you finally are the tragic mulatto. You finally are what you've always pretended to be and what you've weaponized against these women. You are the tragic mulatto because it is tragic that you are so mentally ill, you can't even see it and get out of your own way. And you messed up a multi-million-dollar check like this. That is tragic mulatto. Oh my God, the joke I walked in on. I mean, but isn't it? Isn't that the definition of tragic mulatto? Messing up a multi-million-dollar Bravo NBC Universal bag? I mean, like, this is such a damaging lie. They're not going to ask you back on traders. They're not going to ask you back to shit. Mm. You're gonna have to move out your new Bravo apartment because you know when they get their Bravo check, they go and run and get a new apartment. That's when she moved to Gramercy. You heading back to Harlem, Heifer. Yorkville, 5th floor walk up. Brynn is so confused about who she really is. I think Brynn knows who she is, and she just ain't shit. She ain't shit. She ain't shit. She ain't shit. Baby, you ain't shit. You want to weaponize it? Well, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Baby, you ain't shit. Two things can be true. You ain't shit. And we spotted. Now, am I team Uber? No. Because Uber, like the fact that this beige bitch this misguided mulatto, this light-skinned liar gets under your skin before this accusation. She got under your skin way too much. Way too much. What was like, girl, why are you giving her this much energy? Meanwhile, you ain't had nothing to say about your own life, your own business, your own anything, except for Oliver, but we ain't never see him. You were a yawn. We could have left your ass in first season, and we should have. Because all you have done is like, I'm sorry, you are not good television. Watching you blow up for no reason, especially when you know the heifer's trying to get your gold. Why play into her hand? Into her undermelanated hand. How you gonna let somebody that looks like a freckle punk you? I'm going to hell for that one. But fuck that freckle. Exactly. Proving Brynn was ready to prove a real dirty move. But I can't. I can't, I won't, and I shouldn't have to. And Uber, neither should you. Just terrible television. Oh, well, all right. Let me know down in the comments who you think is the worst liar and why. I'll see y'all soon.